Hey everyone, it's Average Gatsby, and welcome to another issue of my Firewalker mission guide. This time, I will be taking on the Geth. Now, this mission, out of all of them, may give you a little bit of trouble. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a few times to get through this on Insanity, but that's partially because of the way I like to play. You can get through this level pretty easily by just sort of exploiting the fact that you can kind of sit out of range of most of the enemies and just bombard them with your missile launcher from far away. It'll take a while and you might have to move around a little bit, but you probably won't get shot at all. But for me, that way to play is kind of boring, and you know, I wanted to see if there was a better way, or a way that was, you know, just as effective and a heck of a lot more fun. And I'll just tell you right now, my way of playing this is, you know, keeping up with the namesake, the Hammerhead. When I heard that, I mean, of course I thought of the shark, but I thought, hey, this is probably going to be a ramming machine. And that's exactly how I'm going to be playing this vehicle. This vehicle, on Insanity, it's really funny because your survivability is extremely low. You're going to die real fast. But if you can get in there and start ramming people, it's really fun, and you just completely take everyone out. So as soon as I land here, I'm gonna hit the booster and I'm gonna go flying. You know, I'm not in the business of taking my time or anything like that. And so right here I see this first group and I just plow right through them. You know, no need to slow down or anything. We're not slowing down for nothing. And then I fly up here, and I'm trying to get in a position right here to possibly ram off a Geth trooper as soon as it starts, but I miss. So what I do is I just sort of do a little bunny hop right here and, you know, pop up and down. You can also, you'll notice how your missiles are curving. The missile targeting in this game with the Hammerhead is exactly like the missile launcher heavy weapon. It doesn't aim for whatever you have selected in your crosshair. It aims for whatever is the closest target to the missile. So it'll turn and try to hit the closest target, even if it's already overshot the target. And then right here, boom! That is why this vehicle is awesome. If you time it just right, you can launch these Colossuses up in the air. What I did there is I basically hit the boost, and then as I was hitting it, I hit the jump button and was able to cause him to go flying. Right here, you know, blast him off the edge and then finish him off with a few shots. Now this little mineral grab right here is a little bit tricky. I don't know what it is, but I feel like this level's mineral collection is just a little bit stranger than the other ones. And right there, I was targeting the destroyer. The troopers, destroyers, and Geth primes are actually a heck of a lot more deadly than the Geth colossuses, because the Colossuses are really easy to just run down. As you can see right there, I jumped, landed on top of them, and it instantly destroyed his shields. So that's another way you can do it, is you can land on top of them. But the Colossuses, most of the time, they won't be firing their weapon, whereas the troopers, even with their pathetic little Geth pulse rifle, will kill you faster in this tank than if you were on foot. Now, how that makes any sense, I don't know. And right there, we have me just basically acting like Mario right there and landing right on top of the Colossus. That is another way to kill him. Instead of knocking him out of the level, if you crash directly down on top of them, you can often one-shot them, especially those first two. So that's another trick there. Now, boosting up here, you can actually finish off all the units coming down here from that spot up at the top, but that's playing it safe. I don't want to do that. So I go down here, charge those guys, and trying to dodge the destroyer rockets. If those destroyer rockets hit you, they almost kill you in one hit. If you've taken even one shot from the Geth pulse rifle that the troopers have, then you will die. It's just crazy how little damage this thing can take. And right there, take him out, and you know, I'm dodging around the Colossus because this one may use his weapon, and I decided to do the same thing and crash on top of him. And I'll show you another little trick. If you ram into them, you can just sit on top of them and unload with your missile launcher. And so that is a third way of taking those Colossuses out very easily. Now you notice that my strategy this whole time, as far as the Colossuses go, or Colossi. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But anyway, my strategy is I take out everyone else first, because they're the ones that can actually kill you. I don't think I've ever died in this section from a Colossus shooting me, unless it was with its minigun. I did die a few times here, and this is actually, I think this is when it starts to get a little bit tricky, right here. And there's a couple ways to go about doing this. You could go around to your left, or you can go straight through here. Now, I was hoping to time it so that I could fly through and crash into the Geth Prime and send him flying. And right there I paused because my roommate was talking to me, and I had to rip off my headphones real quick. But anyway, back to the game. So this section is a little bit tricky because the Geth Prime is actually more deadly than the Geth Colossus because it will fire its gun. It will always fire its main gun, and its main gun will absolutely destroy you. I mean, you'll see that a couple times here. I barely get shot by it, and my vehicle starts smoking right away. It's that powerful. So what I'm trying to do is basically just pop up and around and get a couple shots on him. I'm really trying to hit that Geth Prime because I'm not really worried about the Geth Colossus. But if I hit the Colossus, I'm not going to mind. Another thing to note, notice how I'm basically shooting the ground. That's another thing. Shoot the ground next to an enemy. You don't necessarily have to directly hit them to cause damage. And that's how I'm damaging this Geth Prime. I knew it was too dangerous for me to go around the corner. So anyway, I know that there is a destroyer right there, so I ram down the Colossus and then finish off the destroyer with my missiles, and then, gonna land on top of the Colossus and take him out. I just think that's really funny that you can do this. You can basically just sit on top of them with your tank and totally neutralize them. And we finish up taking that right here now. And you want to go up here to get the last little bit of minerals, and you'll see some rocket drones. They're not going to hit you. Just charge right at them and then jump above, and you'll be fine. Now, after I collect this mineral deposit, I kind of messed up here. You can actually, from up top, jump directly over to where you need to go next, but I didn't plan it out. I wasn't really paying attention, and so I came down here and kind of got messed up a little bit. But as you can see, even if you mess up from that high point, it's not over. There's still another path for you. And I'm actually kind of glad that I showed this, and right there I almost died from falling in the acid. But kind of glad I showed this, because just to show you that there is another way to do this. You don't have to go back all the way around. You can fly through here. You will be a little bit messed up for this next section if you wanted to play really aggressively, but I'll show you another way to do it. Had you been on top, it would have been real easy for you to boost and fly across this area and then run down that Geth Prime, and then everyone else is pretty simple after the Geth Prime. But if you didn't do that, you want to come over here to this far side and just sort of hang out, because you'll be able to hit anyone on the map, but they'll all be outside of their own range to shoot at you, which is really kind of nice. So I'm just going to hang back for now, take out this Colossus with rockets, and then I'll take out the Geth Prime with rockets as well. It's just too dangerous on Insanity for you to charge in here and try to ram everything down. I mean, you die so quickly just from a few bullets that I didn't really think it was worth it. Another thing to note, there are no save points in this entire mission. So if you get all the way to this point and you die, you have to start the entire mission over, which can be kind of annoying. So right here, getting ready to charge in, I kind of hung back a little bit because I was worried about possibility of getting the minigun. One more thing I want to know, I didn't show it in this video, but you can also push these Colossuses off off the edges and everything, instead of just landing on them. But I think landing on them works just fine. And there we go. We've captured all of the artifacts, and I think that's kind of funny. The most benign sounding mission, get artifacts, is the one with the most enemies. So there you go. Anyway, I'm Average Gatsby. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, give me any feedback you like. Check out any of my other videos, and I'll see you later.